Coronation Street has unveiled another shocking development in Megan Walsh's pregnancy storyline. For several months, the teacher has been central to a disturbing plot involving an inappropriate relationship with her student, Will Driscoll. To hide the truth, she also pretended to be romantically involved with Daniel Osborne, and when she became pregnant, she only shared the news with Will. As the situation began to unravel and families grew suspicious, Megan was questioned by police but ultimately released due to insufficient proof. She then refused to take a DNA test to confirm the baby's father, leading Daniel to end their relationship. In the latest episode, it was revealed that Megan is no longer pregnant, seemingly after a fall during a confrontation with Will's grandmother, Maggie. However, viewers later learned that Megan, who has PCOS, had actually chosen to terminate the pregnancy earlier, despite leading others to believe she had not gone through with it. Following the incident, Megan reported the situation to the authorities. When DS Lisa Swain arrived at the Rovers to question Maggie, she dismissed Megan's claims, calling her dishonest and insisting the fall was accidental. Later, Maggie confronted Megan at her flat, revealing she had withdrawn the complaint. Megan then claimed she had lost the baby due to the fall and insisted the child had been Daniel's. Earlier that same day, Megan attempted to downplay everything during a secret meeting with Will in her car. She suggested the situation wasn't as serious as it seemed, mentioning that while it mattered to them, others wouldn't see it the same way. She added that the police had offered counseling and that miscarriages happen frequently. Will, however, reacted emotionally, arguing that their baby hadn't been lost, but taken. Megan then implied that the miscarriage could give Will an opportunity to end their relationship, though he remained unconvinced. Meanwhile, Maggie later delivered the news to her family in a cold manner, making a harsh remark about the child's future. In contrast, Will's father, Ben, pointed out that any potential evidence had now disappeared because of the situation. In a dramatic final scene, Megan was shown attending a therapy session where she revealed the truth. She had chosen to have an abortion. She admitted she had the chance to become a mother, but decided against it, questioning whether she could ever be trusted with such responsibility again. Viewers quickly reacted online to the revelation that Megan had been lying once more. One fan expressed anger, claiming they had suspected the abortion all along and accusing Megan of manipulating Will into turning against his family. Another suggested Megan likely went through with the termination during the time she was unreachable, while falsely blaming Maggie for the loss. A third viewer speculated that Megan might not have been pregnant at all, though others argued her behavior suggested otherwise. Finally, one commenter believed Megan deliberately used the altercation with Maggie as a cover story to hide the abortion and avoid facing legal consequences. Coronation Street has revealed a huge blunder from Maggie Driscoll as she struggles to keep a long-buried secret about Jim hidden. During a heated confrontation, Maggie unintentionally let slip that her late husband Alan is not Ben's biological father, raising the question of whether the truth is finally about to come out. Fans already know that Maggie had a past affair with Jim McDonald decades ago. Although Ben was raised believing Alan was his father, it has since been uncovered that Jim is actually his real parent. Maggie has done everything she can to keep this secret from Ben, even interfering in his bond with Jim's son Steve. However, in the latest episode, she accidentally revealed too much, leaving Ben doubting everything he thought he knew about his past. In the episode, Maggie confronted her grandson Will and pressured him to be honest about his supposed involvement with Megan Walsh. Will insisted that he only had feelings for the coach and denied that the baby was his. While Maggie initially tried to get him to open up calmly, she quickly lost patience and angrily insulted him, calling him foolish like others before him. Her harsh words were cut short when Ben and Eva stepped in, clearly disturbed by her behavior. Ben warned his mother to stay out of the situation, reminding her that Will was his responsibility. When Maggie accused him of failing his family, Ben lashed out, saying the wrong parent had died and that his father would have handled things differently. In response, Maggie snapped back, insisting he didn't truly know Alan and had no understanding of the kind of man he was. In her anger, she accidentally hinted that Ben wasn't Alan's biological son, before suddenly realizing what she had revealed. She quickly attempted to cover her mistake, claiming she was upset and misspoke, but Ben immediately questioned her words. Later, he shared his concerns with Eva, who suggested Maggie was simply reacting emotionally. Ben pointed out that Maggie's comment seemed deliberate, suggesting she was implying that Alan wasn't his real father. Although he eventually tried to accept Eva's explanation, it was clear he still had doubts. As the episode closed, it became obvious that Ben wasn't fully convinced by Maggie's excuse, and upcoming scenes will show him searching for the truth behind his mother's secret. Coronation Street is setting up yet another victim for Jodie, and this time Bethany could be in serious trouble. Revenge completely drives Jodie's actions. The manipulative newcomer has firmly settled into the Platt family home, all while secretly planning to ruin her estranged sister Shona's life by taking away everything she cares about. The reason behind it all lies in her painful past. After Shona fled their troubled home as a teenager, Jodie has never forgiven her for leaving her alone with their abusive father, Doug. That resentment fuels everything she's doing now, from getting close to Shona's husband, David, to influencing their daughter, Lily. It's all part of a long-standing plan to get even. It doesn't take much to get on Jodie's bad side. She has already had confrontations with several residents, including Adam, Tracy, and Toya, over minor issues. Her behavior has also raised eyebrows after she broke into Bernie's home just to steal a personal photo and add it to her collection of mysterious items, suggesting something far more disturbing is going on. Now, Jodie has turned her attention to a new target, Bethany. Bethany has been wary of Jodie for a while, especially after Jodie conveniently found Shona's missing wedding ring at home, even though Shona believed it had been lost at the salon. In reality, it was another scheme by Jodie to gain David's trust, something Bethany nearly uncovered. She even shared her doubts about Jodie during a private chat with Maria, admitting she wasn't convinced by her at all. It looks like Bethany may uncover the truth sooner than expected, as upcoming scenes show her becoming the focus of Jodie's next move. Bethany excitedly shows Jodie a photo of a man she met online named Ethan and reveals they have planned a date. However, things quickly go wrong when Ethan fails to show up and instead accuses Bethany of canceling. Upset, Bethany turns to Jodie for comfort, while Jodie pretends to be supportive. This raises the question, was she behind it? The situation only deepens Bethany's suspicions, especially when she later asks subtle questions about Jodie's background and trustworthiness. Later on, Bethany may be putting herself in danger when she suggests they go out for drinks together, potentially giving Jodie another opportunity to manipulate the situation. The big question remains, will Bethany expose Jodie's lies, or will she end up caught in her dangerous game? Coronation Street airs on weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available to stream on ITVX.